Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to everybody. It's here. We made it. Got through the week. And hopefully the market has some fun things in store for us. Hey, Paul. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Freedom. Morning, Michael. Hey, Neil. Seeing a pretty big divergence this morning between the S&P and the NQ. I had to double take for a second. I was like, what? Look at this. So S&P moved up off the lows and then had this big pullback, and we're basically just right in this whole blob of price action, right? On NQ, look at this thing. Big move up, possibly played out up here, and then boom, another move up off the EMA. Almost looking like a larger channel. So very strong price action on NQ compared to ES. The market is open right now, and we're off to the races. Let's see what happens. See if all these strong tech stocks can lead the way up. Morning, Octopus. Jonathan, Philip. Oh, it's OPEX Day. Fun. Fun. I did not remember that. We don't really have much in the way of news today, but earnings season is upon us. Banks have already reported. Next week will be a little bit light earning wise. We got a few names like Netflix, but yeah, it's gonna take, I think, like 3. So not next week, not the week after. So in 3 weeks, that's when we'll have some serious earnings. We got Apple and Meta, Tesla, all the big tech names. I believe that will also be FOMC will be the week before that. So we do have potential market moving events plus the Supreme Court decision whenever that comes out. So yeah. far as today goes, again, we don't really have much catalyst unless we do get a Supreme Court decision. It's Friday. We got a holiday on Monday, so I'd be surprised if we go too far today. Market finding a little bit of support on the EMA here, just very overall choppy. I'm waiting for a bit of a stronger, more obvious trend. This is not looking so great. Hope everyone's doing good today. Yesterday was actually quite a good day. There was a lot of solid setups. A little bit slow overall, but the market was moving in a way that was very easy to map out. Like all the moves we were anticipating. We had this big move up, break, new high, another move up, break, new high, move down, break, new low. I mean, it was just very straightforward. Trends were easy to follow. We had an absolute gorgeous setup in the afternoon around here, a little short that we took over in the Discord, and yeah, it was a decent day. Slow, so it took a while for things to set up, but as long as you have a little patience, that is not a problem. Ooh, Tom, I like that dad joke for Dad Joke Friday. A man is chopping down a tree. The tree says, "Wait, I'm a talking tree." The man keeps chopping down the tree and says, "And you will dialogue." That's beauty, my friend. Throw out your dad jokes for Dad Joke Friday, guys. We need a little comic relief. While I'm waiting for the bountiful supply of dad jokes I know that you guys are going to come out with, what do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites. I know you like that one. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. Yep. Classic. Another little known fact of me, I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. I really need a little soundboard, or like a laugh track. Having a laugh track would be very helpful. This little choppy uptrend on the S&P continues. Over on NQ, we're still going up as well. I'd be looking at some sort of secondary channel, maybe something like this. Looks pretty good. Yeah, this is very choppy. I'm not really interested in taking a long just yet. Although it could end up working. It's very early in the day and this is super, super choppy. This thing could drop at any moment. S&P now closing below the EMA. I like that one. What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. Back on NQ. Pardon me. Also rejecting the 21, getting a little move down. Tempting to take this double lower high, but also that choppy uptrend could still be in play. There's just not a whole lot that is screaming at us to take a trade here. There is a beautiful barcode. That's right, Ed. UK futures trader, what's good? Good morning. Why did the Mexican throw his wife off the cliff? Tequila. Wow. Some good groaners today this morning, y'all. All right, does look like that little uptrend, that choppy uptrend played out. We got this move down right now. It's looking pretty decent actually. So I will be interested in a second entry short if we get a pullback. If the EMA holds, that's what we're going to be looking at. We have a similar little move over on NQ. Be monitoring to that to see if it continues in a downtrend. I would hope so. We need something. We need something clean this morning. Oh, big spike over on ES for some reason. Randomly and not even mirrored by the NQ, which is odd. See if we can show any rejection here at this level. All right, there's the first attempt lower by the bears. See if we can get one more lower high, and then we will consider taking that short there. It's looking pretty decent. If we just get one more lower high, this will be a pretty solid setup, I would say. Still nothing though. Did not get the lower high we were looking for. Still have a chance. We haven't made a new swing low yet, so this whole trend still technically in play. Important to note, though, this little trend has played out on the Nasdaq. We had a move down, we had a close outside of that little channel, and a new low. Now we would expect a bounce. Nevertheless, I will still consider a lower high on the S&P. Reaping towards that low, kind of looks like we're going to be getting it. Without, of course, our setup. Either way, very light volume here. Not a lot of conviction. BRB, folks, hold on. All right, so nice little push down there. Right around the overnight low. And it looks like we're going to be filling that gap for sure. And then again, we'll see if there is any conviction to this market. Right now, what we would expect is a bounce, right? Because we had one leg down, close outside, new low. Technically speaking, this downtrend is played out. So we'll see if the bulls have anything in them to bounce this. If we continue to drop down, then we might have a stronger trend on our hands. But right now, we're anticipating a little bit of a bounce. Might want to mark the technical gap fill just so that's on our charts. Bet you we're already there, but still gonna get this on the chart here. Yeah, we're there right now. Gap is filled from the overnight bounce. Over on NQ, I don't think it's quite filled yet. Let's mark that out. NQ, the wider trend looks very probable actually. So we will be watching this pullback to see if we can get in on this thing. No sign of support yet, so this would be quite unusual for the second leg of a trend to be the actual beginning of a trend, but that may be what we have here because this thing continues to drop down. So we'll just be watching this to see if it holds, if that gap fill level holds. S&P is coming down to the next key level, which would be the low from yesterday. Nasdaq officially filled the gap just now, so it could find some support there. So I don't really like taking NQ now that we have a bit of an overshoot at the bottom of the channel, right on the support line. ES is looking better because it still has some room to that key level. So if we can get the pullback now, that would be solid. Maybe like a retest to that gap fill level, and then get that second leg down to the key level. But looks like we might just drop straight there. Getting that pullback now, but again, a little bit sketchy to take a short after we've dropped straight down and now bouncing on a key level. Striker says the reversals are tempting. They really are. But yes, you will blow accounts doing that. It does not have a high probability of success. And the problem is you'll catch one, right? You'll correctly predict a reversal. You'll make some good money on it and you'll think, okay, I got this down. But over time, you will be wrong more than you will be right. We have one leg back to the EMA, one push down. Right here. There's the leg back. There's the push down. The second leg back. And then yeah, this isn't looking good that we're closing above the EMA. We will need to push back down below and get a lower high. Just like casinos. Yeah, that's right, Tom. They let the people win sometimes. And they'll wine and dine you. And then all of a sudden, you're begging on the street. Back above that gap fill area. Still got to respect this counter trend here. Again, just waiting for this little move down and lower high. At this point, now that this correction trend is pretty well defined, we really would want a close outside, a push up, and then a push down, and look for the short there. NQ actually has a decent second entry short. I'm tempted to, yeah, I'm gonna try a contract here. We got a nice limit order back, so see if we can get a little push down. It's more aggressive for sure, because there could be a larger correction trend still in play, but we'll see. I don't like that green bar forming. We'll scratch out if this does not move down. Yeah, I'll take the... I don't want it to go really any higher than that. So I thought it was worth a try just in case we get an immediate push down. Sometimes that happens. I'm not going to let it go for a full loss. Got a good limit order on it, so very, very little risk. Over on ES, a lower high is forming. We still need to get back down below the 21 though. And Q kind of leading the way down here. S&P kind of pausing right here. Might take this on context alone. I do expect likely a push down towards a new low. Oops. Not yet. Not yet. I think we have one more pullback. NQ continuing to push. What the heck? I did not press that button. Looks like NQ is going to dive down, leaving S&P behind. And NQ also had a break in a new low of its channel. Did this move down, got to close outside of the channel, new low. So this is technically played out. S&P not yet. I still will take a really nice lower high here on the S&P. Waiting for it. So far, not a lower high. We got equal highs right here. Definitely got some movement here. Good to see on this no catalyst Friday. Come on, S&P, just give us a lower high. You know, just come back to the EMA, give us that lower high. That's all we're asking. I don't think it's a big ask. It's trying to get us to chase. Not going to do it. Going to hold strong, guys. Not going to chase this. I'm sure you want to. Don't do it, though. Yep, it's going down. It's going down to a new low without us. Man, oh man. There's the new low, and downtrend is played out. We're right at this key level. We gotta pause looking for shorts, unfortunately. Just never got the bar we were looking for, and guys, that's part of it. I know a lot of beginners will be like, oh my gosh, we missed that opportunity. Like, look, you can think that, but chasing opportunities like that when not everything is lining up is what's going to get you in trouble. That's what's going to keep chipping away at your account until there's nothing left. You gotta wait until everything's lined up, even if things look really good, but you got a missing piece. Most of the time, the right answer is gonna be just to wait. Like ES yesterday. We had a great uptrend in the morning, right? It was very obvious that this was in play. We had a break and no setups. We waited. If we would have jumped the gun here, you have to endure all this drawdown, probably stop out, and then it ends up going higher anyway. There's just no way to get in. This is all chop. And so you wait, and hey, look, we got another uptrend. Shoot, this thing's going up. Maybe. Nope, drops down. So you wait, and then hey, look, you got this nice downtrend. There's no more uptrends in play. Very clear. You got 2 legs back to the EMA. Nice signal bar. Take that. Entries right here. Stops right here. Easy scalp. And the only way you got to that was just being patient and having to sit through this chop. And you can sit here and go, oh man, should have just taken something. Well, if you would, you're probably getting chopped. Let's say you have a couple like small losses right here. You're already starting out with negative mental capital. So by the time the A+ gimme setup rolls around, you're not able to even take it with a clear mind. Maybe you get out early because you're nervous about digging a deeper hole. It's just no bueno. So wait through the chop, wait through the stuff that's not playing out. If you don't have everything checked off your checklist, just be patient until it is. Awesome, 2500. Good to have you around. Thanks for the feedback. Glad you're getting some value out of it. S&P now bouncing up. Pretty tempting to take this double higher low. I think I will on a limit if we can get it. Downtrend played out. We're bouncing at a key level. We got 2 higher lows. See if they'll come back for our limit order. Doesn't look like it's coming back. All right, we've already gone up a scalp, so not going to take the limit anymore. If you were bold enough to go 1 tick above that bar, you probably already scalped out there. Solid little setup. Another move down on the S&P. Doesn't look like that bounce is going to gain any traction after we had a little overshoot of that move up right here. Over on NQ, we're also unable to gain any traction on this bounce. Might have the beginnings of a secondary channel starting to form, and I'd be interested in looking for some shorts on the Nasdaq. It'd be nice to see the S&P participating with the Nasdaq here. Nasdaq's making new lows. S&P looks a little bit more like a range down at this level. Not yet breaking below yesterday's low. So if we're going to have a bearish trend, the S&P has got to break yesterday's low. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Make sure to watch those trends, watch that key level on the S&P. So far, definitely a bearish bias overall, especially on the Nasdaq. So I'd be leaning to that side unless, well, actually look, Nasdaq's right at that key level too. So you gotta get below this. If you don't get below it, there is no way we're going to be bearish. And I don't think there's going to be a bullish trend today, just based on the action. So if we can't get below this level, probably going to be in a range for the day. So that's what the rest of the day is looking like. Have a great weekend. Have a great Monday off. We'll see you guys back on Tuesday. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a great weekend. God bless. Take care. See you next time.